Thank you for tuning in to Home of Politics, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, if you're here for the first time, I appreciate your presence so much. Kindly subscribe, like, comment, share. Do not forget to turn on the notification button so that you remain updated. Ladies and gentlemen, about Governor Sakaja of Nairobi City County, he's one of the leaders of UDA party in government, working very hard maybe to change the situation of Nairobi. But in one way or another, he is the one who is dragging himself behind because of what he concentrates to do than what people needs. This is because of late his utterances before the public have not been so pleasing. You remember the time when viral videos have been circulating on social media. You find these kanjos or the county council askaris who have been harassing small traders, businessmen and women in Nairobi City. At times, they harass them to an extent that they are being beaten, their products are being destroyed to an extent that somebody who has gone for hustle cannot return home with anything, but rather he comes back with embarrassment, injuries, losses, and later end up being taken to the police station. And so Sakaja has been supporting the issue of Kanjos, arresting these traders, even the drivers. And at the end of the day, he is the person who has made these Kanjos to grow horns, to be very rude in the town. And so it is like he's supporting the harassment that is happening in the town instead of bringing order and promoting businesses in the town for the benefit or the of the revenue collection in Nairobi.
But a few people because wanatafuta clout, wanatafuta kusensationalize kitu, unashika mtu anatupa vitu yake, sijui ma social media coming to record ati huyu ameshikwa. Kwani mtu akifanya kitu mbaya anafaa ndio wimbo? Eh? Order must be maintained. We want a city of order. Na hiyo watu kwa record shika hapo pia. Yes. That is obstruction of enforcement of justice. Don't think ati do your work, do the right thing. Mbona wanachokoza nyinyi jana wakirekodi polisi? Kwani wanafikiri nyinyi nani? What you're doing is needed. Let no one.
This leader is able to deliver only that he's amongst the people who maybe do not know what they are doing when they pronounce some words. Just like you have heard, he is supporting the Kanjos that people who are being arrested by Kanjo are trying to clout chase and look for fame on social media to catch the attention of the public. This is just wrong because we have seen so many business women and men, so many traders, so many drivers being harassed by Kanjos, and he's not taking it on a serious note. And he is insisting that the Kanjos should arrest even those people who are doing video recordings. But immediately when this thing went viral on social media, Governor Sakaja himself came again on broad daylight, saying that he's not supporting the harassment of traders and there is no problem with recording videos or taking cameras only because there is no crime that someone has committed. Like he's going there and clearing the evidence again of what he had just pronounced. And he knows that talking about social media is one of the influential weapons that can destroy someone within few seconds. And so, according to himself, he's focusing on things that are minor that the people do not expect a governor to concentrate on, like issues to do with videos, viral things on social media. Why should he insist on things to do with social media instead of delivering some of the projects, some of the development that he promised? And so, according to how the clouds are gathering, then it shows that Governor Sakaja might be sent home once and for all. This is because he's concentrating so much on minor issues than being very strong on what took him to office. And this is not far from what the other opponents are doing. Of course, right now we know somebody who is battling so much with Governor Sakaja is MP Babu Wino. And he's being seen as one of the MPs that is very capable, who can deliver and who can sideline Sakaja. And so one of the latest report is about the Nairobi County statement where the governor went at least to see to table the facts on how he has been spending the revenue and the billions of money in Nairobi County on his projects. And so, shockingly enough, there was a long procedure to explain how this governor has been spending the money in his office. but was put on paper. And Babu Owino is one of the leaders who have been cross-checking what the governor has been doing, and he was trying to explain to understand what this lot of money have been doing. But to come to the surprise, you see, there are some minor things that have been witnessed in this budget and how the money have been spent, and some of the balances have disappeared mysteriously without no explanation. And so they are demanding to know where this money is, because still there are some gaps in the county where the payments must be made. Even if the tender have been awarded to someone, there is no any contract signed or put on paper to show that this money was allocated to pay such and such people who were hired.
And if indeed he said that he collects that, then where is the balance, the deficit? Where has this money been taken to? Because he says that he collects money. So where is this money taken to? Number 4, Dishina County is getting funding from government development partners, from the national government, from the county government. And kitchens being built by the county government. Who is this so-called implementing partner? They've not been mentioned anywhere. Where and what is the contract between them and the county? That's a sensitive docket where you cannot say that you are in a contract with somebody and that contract is impliedly. The contract must be expressly. It must be put down on paper because that's a sensitive docket. We are dealing with children. We want Governor Sakaja to come out and account to the people of Nairobi on the specific resources budgeted for and entrusted with him from the equitable share of revenue, which is 20 billion Kenya shillings, on-source revenue of 19.9 billion Kenya shillings, and 3 other additional conditional allocations of 2 billion Kenya shillings. Whatever he chooses to do with other funds will be the subject of audit and accountability as and when those funds are available. Therefore, the people of Nairobi are not interested in drama. They are not interested in dimples anymore and damn talks. They need services in all the fundamental areas where the constitution devolved functions to counties. Thank you very much.
And so the issue to do with money or revenue in Nairobi County is one of the strict thing that a leader should play with. This is because the county collects a lot of revenue through businesses and everything that is running in Nairobi County. And so the issue of maybe tampering with the accuracy of funds in the office is what might send this governor once and for all at home. This is because according to the history of Nairobi County, there is not even one single governor who have ruled for a period of 2 terms. The longest serving or the longest served governor in Nairobi was the first governor, who was called Evans Kidero from ODM party, and this governor served for a period of 5 years. This governor is considered to be the one who have served the longest period in the office. This is because the predecessors who came after him have been serving for a very, very short time in the office. And if you follow closely or keenly the problem that made these governors to be chased away from the office, it is tampering with the funds of the county government. And I see Governor Sakaja taking the same route because of what Babu Owino just tried to analyze to us, how the expenditure of Nairobi County and some loss that have been experienced, whereby there is no any clear information or explanation on how the budget was spent. And so we see Nairobi County has had a lot of governors than its duration. We had Evans Kidero. We also had Mike Sonko. Mike Sonko served, I think, only 2 years or 1.5 years before he was impeached. The reason for impeachment it is the looting of funds in the office, corruption, and other things that are associated with the money. And so, touching on money in Nairobi County is one of the sensitive areas that one should not bring jokes inside the office. And so, for Governor Sakaja, he might land in the same problem when he is taking this this route or this direction of bringing in gaps without explanation. Remember, it's only 1 year in the office with some few months of which anything can happen. And he is not immune to impeachment. He is not immune to anything that happened to his prior leaders who were in the office. The third governor was Anne Kananu, who replaced Mike Sonko. And so Governor Sakaja, being the sitting governor, might land in the same problem. And so, according to how the waves are going right now, we see he's facing a lot of pressure, and it's good for him to concentrate on what people want more than minor things that he wants to please the government with or some of his officers or some of his colleagues in the office. This is because looking on the issue of Kanjos harassing the citizens, and he is sidelining with the Kanjos to harass the traders, then he's losing on that. Instead, he should put in place some of the rules that will at least neutralize. It should not be a burden to the traders or the businessmen and women, and at the same time, it should not burden the Kanjos. At least he should balance the situation, because touching on the issues of clout and social media is the influence that might make him famous or bring him down anytime within few seconds. This is because social media right now circulates a lot of information, even if something is very small, but when it escalates in social media, that is how it have been known worldwide. And so this governor should just concentrate on projects and other things and stop touching on social media, because most of the people right now are digitalized. We see the youths are very active on social media, and these are the people who are monitoring the government in one way or another. And anything small, when it erupts like this, then everybody turns against you. And so the issue of sidelining with the officials to oppress the voters or the members of the public instead of bringing their rights, which he should serve the people, then it is a problem. Again, the issue of embezzlement of funds, corruption, misappropriation of funds, these are the two major things that might send this governor once and for all out of the office. And it might seem to be a joke, but whenever something like an impeachment have been tabled, then it can be very difficult to reverse the process. You remember the other on March, I think this is when the deputy governor of Kisii County was impeached due to corruption that was seen on daylight. Only 800 and something, a lot of money which he took as a bribe in order to give an employment to a certain worker. But things went hard on him. He was impeached. Right now, he's not in the office. He's regretting. So impeachment is something that is very serious, especially to do with the corruption cases. Ladies and gentlemen, there are some of the people who say Governor Sakaja is very strong. He cannot be thrown out of the office. He can maintain the office up to 2027. Some of them say Babu Wino is kiboko yao, yeye ndiye anaweza mtoa kwa ofisi. And there are a lot of people who are giving out different opinions about the leadership of Governor Sakaja in Nairobi County. What is your opinion on this? According to my stand and my point is that if he continues to concentrate on minor things that people are not pleased with, then he will be sent away from the office once and for all. But if he tries to embrace what the people want, then he might secure that seat until 2027 without any impeachment, because we know Nairobi County is a very hard county to rule, because it is a sensitive area, especially touching on funds, revenue, money. That one is the biggest problem. Otherwise, you send me your ideas in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.